Khodang, a cookie zoo village bordering Churachandpur, Kaching and Bishnupur districts becomes first cookie zoo village to witness the return of residents displaced by ongoing conflict that erupted on May 3, 2023. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand holds closed-door meeting in Makhan village with 12 released Naga civilians, including a 2-year-old child who were earlier held hostage allegedly by Kuki militants. Freed women decry failure to trace missing Naga man. Federation of Haumi holds Indigenous Peoples Meet with participation of 25 indigenous communities of Manipur, calling for unity and protection of Manipur. Participants burned photos of ZRA President Thangyenpo Gaite and KNO President PS Haukip. 28 Mera Paibi members accuse Government of India of trying to divide Manipur through divide and rule and communal politics. MSU observes 37 Students' Emancipation Day in memory of student activists Haubijam Ibohol, Urikinbam Kelen and Kumam Sharat who lost their lives during students' movements of 1973 and 1979 demanding students' rights. Governor Ajay Kumar Bhala presents 16th Manipur State Film Awards 2024. Renowned makeup artist and art director Ngangbam Swarnajit honored with MSFDS Lifetime Achievement Award. National Testing Agency releases revised examination dates for Common University Entrance Test Undergraduate 2026 examinations. Examinations will now be conducted on May 31 and June 6 and 7. And Meitei Pangal community celebrates Bagrid, also known as Eid ul-Adha, one of the major festivals of Islam with religious devotion and enthusiasm. Hello and welcome to Impact News, your Bulletin. I'm Honrechon Shimwe bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Khodang, a cookie zoo village bordering Churachandpur, Kaching and Bishnupur districts was officially resettled today, becoming the first cookie zoo village to witness the return of residents displaced by ongoing conflict that erupted on May 3, 2023. To mark the resettlement, Saikot MLA Paulinlal Haukip inaugurated the return program by unveiling and cutting the ribbon at a commemorative stone. Kuki civil society organization leaders, student leaders, security personnel, Kuki women leaders and representatives of various chief associations attended the event. The program also featured a dedication prayer led by Pastor Zalal of Grace Tabernacle Prayer Army GTPA. According to villagers, the settlement was abandoned on May 28, 2023 at the height of Manipur violence. Since then, the village had remained deserted for nearly 3 years. Village Chief Jamilin Haukip stated that the resettlement became possible through the initiative and cooperation of MLA Paulinlal, district administration, concerned SDOs, civil society organizations and village authorities. He further informed that around 40 houses have already been reconstructed, while nearly 10 more houses are yet to be built under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand today held a closed-door meeting with the 12 released Naga civilians, including a 2-year-old child who were earlier held hostage allegedly by Kuki militants. Days after the release of the 12 civilians, the meeting took place at Makhan village in Kangpokpi district in the absence of media personnel. It may be mentioned that a total of 18 Naga civilians were abducted by armed Kuki militants from Leilon Waipei Kuki village on May 13. Among them, 11 women and a child were later released on May 15, while the remaining 6 men are still in captivity with their whereabouts yet to be known. The Chief Minister visited Makhan village at around 9:30 a.m. today and met the released civilians who are currently taking shelter at Makhan Baptist Church. As the interaction was held behind closed doors, details of the discussion remain unclear. Sources informed that the released civilians narrated their ordeal during captivity and appealed to the Chief Minister to ensure safe rescue of the remaining 6 abducted men. The Chief Minister reportedly assured them that security forces are continuing search operations to trace and rescue the missing civilians.
हाँ जो बातचीत आप लोग जो सुनते रहे वो वही बातचीत चल रहा है
बोल रहा है रुकिए ना जी अभी तक नहीं मिला है सरकार
इन बिगन होबको जिंगना मी मरी मते फारेदना को इन्वेस्टिगेशन अपन चतरी एंड अखोय लोइना खंगी दुंगाई ममांगदा angang ani gi der body phangi da basu lei so yam kana du su series of operation to thi wi kari mugi lailon village wi kari search do ko to na pan thi ri bo every day ado soidra pa kane bi thajaba le phana ba kan thi ri samani mayam gi khaliba sentiment do ko su samana na phawi singi aso bulam da thi bai si Belly the operation over the Amana Dabrina, Matam Krasangway. Thank you.
Speaking to Impact News reporter RC Mangangcha after meeting Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchan, one of the women victims whose husband remains among the 6 Naga civilians still allegedly held captive by Kuki militants expressed deep anguish over the uncertain fate of the missing hostages. The woman stated that the Chief Minister's visit to meet the released hostages came late. Recounting the ordeal faced during the 2 days of captivity, she alleged that the armed abductors had threatened to kill all the hostages if they revealed details of what had happened to them. She further claimed that the 6 Naga men were separated from them and taken away by armed militants to another location in the presence of Kuki women. According to her account, the 6 missing civilians were likely taken to a nearby hilltop close to the area where they were earlier confined. Appealing to the authorities, the woman urged security forces to immediately launch search operations in the hilltop area, expressing hope that the 6 missing civilians could still be found alive.
Ahoy imam to pukiba moy masamang na ahoy khangna mi na phaw puro khiba dugo moina pude khangde hari bise yani moina ahoy da opi na khibi sinse moina lengthok lo so warning period kap thokani na hai wari saganu kap thokani ko na hai aduga noibo hal so nupi na nupi hat kani nupa na nupa hat kani so hai.
Meanwhile, counter-economic blockade called by United Naga Council demanding the safe release of 6 Naga civilians allegedly abducted by Kuki militants intensified today. Naga protesters, mainly women, continued their agitation by blocking National Highway 2 along Imphal-Dimapur Road at Kangla-Tongbi Market. Medical emergencies, religious rituals and essential services were exempted from the purview of the blockade. Speaking on the sidelines, a woman protester alleged that the 6 Naga civilians were initially apprehended by women of Leilon Vaipai village before being handed over to Kuki militants. She noted that the released hostages had narrated the ordeals they faced during captivity. The protester also expressed dissatisfaction over the state government's response that security forces are tracing the whereabouts of the missing civilians. She asserted that the blockade would continue until the 6 hostages are safely released. She further criticized Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchan for visiting the victims taking shelter at Makan village instead of focusing on concrete measures to rescue hostages, terming the visit insensitive and inadequate in the present situation.
Nupi tarani thoina phabada yawbada moina witness ne ba moi gi nupa singa khut gi chingthoga kainai hanki base moina witness ne moi pha ki bane moina lailon by 5 gi mina pha ki bane hana chap chabi proof leire hana mi myam na khangna ra phawbada hojik phawba lailon by 5 gi mi da wat hang wat tai tawdana ataida kari moi thabak taurina aduda sinabaduna phangada suna teba kaisu haibadi akhoi da tingnaba amadi lakre hojik si ko moina thabak tauribado kuki ga pullaga taurabra kuki gi misang sangrabra haiba phawa akhoi gi wakhan da tingnaba ma phaureba ma la ise kaidobi gi lakpano akhoi ahingba mi gi dama ma bula o haina kaisu kawba leite darka su ta de ahingba mi gi de akhoi le chaba thakpa loi yengsimba ngame ma bu taw haibadi lailon bai phai gi mi na pha ki ba singdu puthora o haibani ma ba ahingba mi da attend taw mo la o haibana te hoi nupi sing di kaisu accept taw de si di.
Relief materials and essential food items were distributed today to the families of Khonsakul Naga civilians who were allegedly abducted by Kuki militants and whose whereabouts still remain unknown. A team led by International Meitei Christian Youth Assembly President Reverend K.H. Suraj Kumar handed over the assistance. Along with extending humanitarian assistance, the organization also appealed for the safe and unconditional release of the abducted civilians at the earliest. A special prayer program was also held seeking peace and a safe return of the missing individuals. Gualtapi Kuntakpa Ningsing Thoram commemorating the armed attacks carried out by Kuki assailants at Gualtapi village on May 28, 2023 was observed today at YPF Club Yangang Pokpi. Gualtapi village in Lamlai Assembly constituency, the last Meitei village in the northwestern parts of Imphal, remains one of the worst affected areas since the outbreak of Manipur violence on May 3, 2023. Armed Kuki assailants had torched Meitei houses and properties in the village and carried out widespread destruction on May 28, 2023, forcing residents to flee their homes. Youth United Voluntary Association, a collective formed by youths from red zone areas of Imphal East, including Shanti Khongbal, Sanasabi, Thamna Pokpi, Yangang Pokpi, and Sabung Khok Kuno, organized the commemorative program. As part of the observance, tributes were paid to village volunteers Chingakam Lamyanba and Chongtam Chingu along with other members of the Meitei community who lost their lives during the attacks. Speaking on the sidelines, Yuva convener Thangjam Luangba stated that displaced residents of Gualtapi have continued to stay in relief camps at Sawambung and Nongada for more than 3 years as they remain unable to return to their homes. He noted that the village comprises around 76 Meitei households and is surrounded by nearly Naga and Kuki villages, making the return of internally displaced persons difficult under the prevailing situation. Luangwa appealed to the concerned authorities to ensure the safe return of Gualtapi IDPs and restore peace in the red zone areas of Lamlai constituency.
Kuntak laba kunjingsina masa masagi mayumna sangma ngamdaba amadi asuk kuina khoina honajarakpa chayum helaklaba thok thorom mayamsida karigumba matasu apenma leijadaba asugumba hana leramba mongdagi hena soksalakpagi mong leibasida khoi nuaijade amasung hojik Gualtapi khun hariba khunasi somungi relief camp amasung nongada leiriba relief camp sida hangduna leiduna ngasi su leiri makhoi ngasi yum sangmusung ngamdri aduga lakadaba sai singdusu sangma ngamgani haibagi thajabadu khitang wale Kuki amasung naga gi sukkanna lan thengnarakpa amaduga leiminari basi Kuki Naga amasung Meitei hariba furup ahum sigi yamna chawna lemina mafam amoiba aduna hojik leiriba phibam sidadi kuntak lan sidun leiriba kun Gualtapi asi sangma ngamgani haiba thajaba leijade khoi mapi mapa oibiriba leibak sigi makok thongma mayamna amuktan khanbiraga kunja singsibu mayumyum hanjal minana haiduna yubagi maikaidagi paujinjari.
Athoba Singhi Ningsing Numit Martyrs Memorial Day was observed today as the attacks carried out by armed Kukis in Siro, Suknu and other surrounding Meitei villages in Kakching district completed 3 years. An observance program was held at Chingtam Community Hall, Suknu, organized by Bombay Suknu. It may be recalled that on the intervening night of May 27 and 28, 2023, armed Kukis launched attacks on Suknu using bombs and gunfire. Local residents, along with people from various parts of the state, came together to defend the village against the armed assailants. As part of the observance, tributes were paid to the 9 individuals killed during the Suknu attack and to others who lost their life in the ongoing conflict. Speaking at the program, Bombay President Khaidem Biramani described the Suknu attack as a heartbreaking incident that instilled fear and uncertainty among the local residents. He also recounted how people from different parts of the state courageously came forward to protect the village from armed attackers. Families of those killed in Suknu attack also visited Suknu Nazareth and paid homage to martyrs as part of the observance. Federation of Haumi organized Indigenous Peoples Meet with participation of 25 indigenous communities of Manipur today, calling for unity and protection of Manipur. Portraits of Myanmar National ZRO-ZRA President Thanglinpao Gaite and KNA-KNO President PS Haukip were burnt during the event held at Iboyama Chumanglila Shanglen in Palace Compound. Leaders of major organizations representing the 25 communities attended the event. Participants also carried out a rally around Hapta Kangjebung, raising slogans asserting unity among indigenous communities. Speaking on the occasion, Federation President Sapamja Jadumani said safeguarding Manipur cannot be achieved by a single community alone and stressed the need for collective unity among all indigenous groups. Highlighting that people traveling along highways and in different areas continue to face threats to their safety and lives, he expressed doubt over the state government's ability to resolve the ongoing crisis. Nungoy Awang Lekai Women Development Association, under the leadership of Kokomi, carried out sit-in protest today demanding government to take action against Kuki narco-terrorists. At a protest held at Nungoy Awang Lekai Community Hall, protesters raised slogans namely Stop Proxy War of Government of India, Launch Military Crackdown against Kuki narco-terrorists, and Government must answer 7 questions raised by Kokomi. Kokomi convener YK Dhiren attended as speaker in. The 28th Mera Paibi Numit was observed today in recognition of the contributions and sacrifices of Mera Paibis in various social movements and public issues of the state. Mera Paibi Numit Observation Committee, jointly formed by Poiroi Lemarol, Amawova and Megwak, organized the observance at Tharo Devi Lampak in Kurai Salantong, Imphal East. Floral tributes were also paid to the memorial of the Mera Paibi mothers at the venue. Speaking on the occasion, Committee convener Y. Kunjarani alleged that the government of India is attempting to divide the state through divide and rule and communal politics. She also recalled the sacrifices made by Mera Paibis during movement demanding the repeal of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act and stressed the need for Mera Paibi members to remain united in safeguarding Manipur. Leaders of various organizations also attended the program.
Aikoi iramdam Manipur saisida adugumlaba Indiana divide and rule policy tawdana ngasi phawbada aikoi masensi amaga nungsinadana ba koi maset tana honadana lai adubu aikoi na yariba makai akoi khangbagi panganse sum wasalae hujikti aikoi ahambadadi kanglu phurup mayamse ama amupai tawdana kamunenka sanadana leire 2023 megi tang ahumdagi ngasidi iramdam asida miha Mipun aduki mati satharakle masi kanano haibada India government sinbani haibada haimathoi India government gi policy proxy war se khutakta lepkadabani.
The 37th Students' Emancipation Day in memory of student activists Haubijam Ibohol, Urikinbam Kellen and Kumam Sharat, who lost their lives during the students' movements of 1973 and 1979 demanding students' rights, was observed today at Moirang. All Manipur Students' Union MSU Bishnupur District Committee organized the observance at a Students' Memorial Complex located at Moirang Multipurpose Hall. MSU presidents, members and representatives of different CSOs attended the event. Speaking on the sidelines, AMKIL President Ima El Nganbi stated that students and women folk of the state continue playing significant roles in various movements and issues concerning Manipur.
Tampakta leiriba dat khudingmaksina pamibasi ingna jingna aikoi punna leikol amadata lei mayam ama sata adugumba dat amadu leiba aibadu oihanningbagi wafamdi aikoi adumak leijai adu maraksida aikoigi mitop miyan cha haibadi immigrant mayam sina tangsalakanda popi tharkanda paisa paiba aikoina lam thugaigani haibadudi namangda thu khalluranu aduga India government sileba policy program Tawroi Doba Adugumba policy program ni adu oiba taragadi India government na Manipur bu merge tawgiba habse merge haibasiga athak karino lan tawraga maithi ba piraga loksingibra natri hadaga yanabagi matungina agreement amada yanagibra maduda kari article EG haibase khangdaba India na pangtaw torokpada Manipur pradana tuminna leiroi.
37th Students' Emancipation Day was also observed at Moirang Khoiru Mandop organized by AMSU Bishnupur District Committee under the aegis of AMSU. Speaking to media, AMSU President Bruce Bebam alleged government of India for proxy war aimed at dividing communities in Manipur and destabilizing the state. He demanded immediate end to proxy war and action against Kuki militants.
Lamdam sida Armed Forces Special Power Act amadi tongan ba Bharat Lengak ki makhada lariba amuba ain black law kaya sigi chabi chetheng phanglakanda anba matamdagi haurakanda extrajudicial execution singi victim da mahire kunai su achauba baligi hameng ama oiraga ngasi fawda lakle haiba tare ngasi su Supreme Court ta pallaga lariba lisingam ga changwa ga kunga nipan extrajudicial execution da hat khiba misam myam gi justice phangdana lariba amasung ngasi maksu Bharat Sarkarna lamdam sida chathariba proxy war da maitei kuki amasum naga sing akoi amana ama yankhain halakanda amana amasi hatok lakanda Manipur gi apunba identity asi kahelakanda machinda di territorial integrity kaheloi haiba adugo Manipur gi body polity amasum historical identity asi sekup sana ngasi thugai lakanda ngasi Bharat Sarkarna tangzali bala long ase kadonungda emsuna Manipur miyamna amasum mahire kunana yabangam loi
37th Students' Emancipation Day was observed at Moirang Pansang Lekai Mandop organized by AMSU Bishnupur District Committee under the aegis of AMSU. Speaking on the sidelines, AMSU President Lugram Malangba said the observance has been carried out since 1990 in memory of student leaders who sacrificed their lives while fighting for students' rights. He also expressed concern over the present education system in schools and colleges and urged the government to provide proper education to students. Referring to the ongoing crisis since May 3, 2023, Malangba alleged that the violence and infiltration by Kuki narco-terrorists against indigenous people could have been prevented had the government properly implemented the foreigner agreement and related regulations in time.
2023 May gi tang ahum dagi Kuki narco terrorist singa ekoi gi yellow proof sing da landara ko gi thawong se tathar ke di matam adu da paliba government na ekoi yanakiba inakiba agreement le do mapung phana onthok lamba ta ga di ekoi na ngasi thok liba ekoi kaglu masen gi irang aduga mito mya sa sing mapalam dai leptana sangsala kan da ekoi gi indigenous sing muthan na ba thawang ma tawroi se tawrom lo have se atang ngasi da haijaningi aduga tawriba thabak thorom ko di ma ekoi hatra oiringai matam da ekoi gi mairo ko di mangna thopi raktuna emsuna tawat thabak thorom sing mapung phana saruk ga view thawat mina si aduga matam gi oiba ekoi gi issue sing ihok sing da ekoi thatra sing na mangjin thana thopi raktuna pamliba ekoi gi mairo sing gi hak kan ba aduga imaleba iram da Manipur bu matet makai tana ba khondak liba sing asigi mayukta ekoi khudima khongpham ma toina lemina.
Desam today locked the campus of Bir Tikendrajit University over allegations of irregularities and scam in the recently conducted LLB final year examination. Desam team led by Vice President N. Rajesh and Secretary General T.H. Shyamjai locked the university gate at around 1 p.m. Speaking to media, Shyamjai alleged that Desam acted on specific information regarding misconduct in the LLB examinations conducted from May 25 to 27. He claimed that during an inspection visit, Desam members found several non-Manipuri candidates appearing in the examination and discovered that 3 prominent advocates of the state had been engaged as invigilators. According to Shyamjai, the invigilators failed to provide clear information regarding the examination process. He further alleged that when questioned, the Vice-Chancellor reportedly denied that such examinations were taking place. Shyamjai also claimed that an individual identified as Birbal, said to be the executive director of the university, admitted that the examinations were being conducted for candidates who were not students of the university through a private arrangement but failed to produce supporting documents. Desam alleged that university officials, including the Vice-Chancellor, later left the campus. The student body has appealed to the concerned authorities to cancel the university's license and initiate appropriate action against those allegedly involved in the scam.
Ngasagi mapandagi tharak liba mahironi haijaba amadi ojani haijaba sing aduna examination ase conduct tawhalamba desamne thengnabani university asigi chancellor ni haina masana haijaba JP Sharma kauba sida akoin hangmo matamda haiba university asida kariguma makhal amati exam pangthokte numirumni exam phonggiba candidate sing ado kanano khangde na oidaba kaya ama desamda hajilaki maramaduna haiba university ase tamchupagi oina desamna thong lonjin jabani aduna mari lainaba authority sing na haiba university asida piram liba registration ase athu matamda kakthak kadawni Bir Tikendrajit University gi mingda certificate kaya ama lona ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ correspondent office ꯗꯦꯜꯂꯤꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯣꯐꯤꯁꯇꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯁꯥꯔꯇꯤꯐꯤꯀꯦꯠ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯂꯣꯜꯂꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯂꯤꯈꯨꯟꯁꯨ ꯐꯪꯖꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯆꯞ ꯆꯥꯕ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯨꯐ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯈꯨꯗꯝ ꯆꯥꯡꯗꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯅꯕꯁꯨ ꯗꯦꯁꯥꯝꯅ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯖꯒꯅꯤ.
Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on presentation of 16th Manipur State Film Award 2024. Keep watching Impact News.
Slopeland College, Manipur. Admissions open for session 2026-27. Join our Bachelor of Education program or Diploma in Elementary Education. Limited seats, enroll now. Your future starts here.
Looking for a rewarding teaching career? Join Heritage Convent Uribok. We are hiring postgraduate teachers for standard 11 and 12 in physics, chemistry and biology. Enjoy an attractive starting salary of 23,500 rupees in a dynamic and vibrant academic environment. Candidates with at least 2 years of teaching experience will be preferred. Apply at Campus 1 Uribok Buses Patilaikai Imphal from 22nd to 25th May between 8:30 a.m. and 1 p.m.
Welcome back after the break. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin. The 16th Manipuri State Film Awards 2024 was presented today with renowned makeup artist and art director Ngangbam Swarnajit being conferred the prestigious MSFDS Lifetime Achievement Award. The award presentation ceremony, organized by Manipur State Film Development Society at MSFDS Auditorium in Imphal, was graced by Governor Ajay Kumar Bhala and other senior officials. In the non-feature category, Andro Dreams, directed by Mina Longjam, won multiple awards, including Best Director, Best Cinematography, and Best Editing. Kwatha Pham Kaba, directed by Khaba Maimom, received the Best Film as Deputant Award, while Untiring Woman, directed by Amarjit Maibam, received a special jury mention. In the feature film category, Marebak Ningba Hirachandra, directed by Maipak Sana Haurongbam, won Best Feature Film along with awards for Best Audiography, Sound Design, Best Editing, Best Makeup, and Best Background Score. Actor Naurem Pilot won Best Actor Male, while Yangkom Ingocha received Best Supporting Actor Male. Costume designer Mayang Lambam Ratan also received a special jury mention. Joseph's Son, directed by Haubam Paban Kumar, won multiple awards including Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Cinematography, Best Audiography, Location Sound Recording, Best Editing, and Best Lyricist. Da Tamo Sharma's direction Thambal, The Legacy of Celestial Flowers, actor Pinky Saikom won the Best Actor Female Award. Ningthaujam Rina won Best Supporting Actor Female, and Lamnganbi Laishram won the Best Child Artist Award. Films art designer Inaucha Sharma Shamurai Latfam won the award for Best Art Designer, and playback singers Arbin Soibam and Ngantoibi Ningthojam won the awards for Best Playback. Speaking on the occasion, Governor Bhala praised Manipuri cinema for showcasing the rich cultural heritage of the state and expressed confidence that filmmakers would continue producing unique films capable of capturing audiences not only across India but also internationally.
The Manipur State Film Awards have an important role in recognizing artistic excellence, encouraging emerging filmmakers, strengthening the film culture of the state, and promoting Manipuri cinema beyond regional boundaries. Such platforms not only honor achievements but also inspire future generations to pursue cinema with greater dedication and purpose. I would especially like to encourage young filmmakers to continue exploring new stories, new perspectives, and innovative cinematic techniques. At the same time, it's important that we preserve our local stories, languages, traditions, and values.
Speaking on the occasion, CM Yumnam Khemchan highlighted the important role of Manipuri cinema and its influence on the society and its people. He also expressed his commitment to promote Manipuri cinema to new heights. CM Khemchan also highlighted the challenges and constraints faced by filmmakers of the state due to non-availability of advanced equipments and facilities. He also highlighted challenges including limited audience, among others limitations. Art and Culture Minister K.H. Loken, officials, film actors and enthusiasts attended the event.
Manipuri film cinema we equipment what but one facility kya what pagi basi we here na south to bangamde aidna takbigibadu ai thudongna lalabidren khali maramdi aikogi film industry sigi limitation mayam lejaba hai tai ogi population jam dabagi masi aikoina karam mongda ai karam mongda toan but even aikoina Kolaram Pusapada Natraga Bangkok Sapada cinema South ki cinema sibi ai South ki cinema si every human in the Saudi says ya mayam ni jeng mo phawi sini swai dong lai ko su khare masi khumang sapsana bo hona bada ai so angam mateng pangsage.
Art and Culture Minister Khuraijam Loken discloses that Manipur government has released 1 crore 70 lakh rupees for the development of Manipur University of Culture and 7 crore rupees under the CM Artist Singhi Tengbang CMAT scheme to support financially distressed artists in the state. The minister was speaking at the observance of 91st birth anniversary of Guru Naurem Bokuljao held at Ima Panthoibi Shanglen in Shamurao Naurem Chapro in Wangoi constituency yesterday. Nityai Tumen performance was presented at the event jointly organized by Bokuljao Memorial Charitable Trust and Art and Culture Department, Manipur. Minister Loken highlighted the hardships faced by people of the state, including artists, amid the prolonged crisis in Manipur. He stated that government is making efforts to restore peace while extending assistance to artists affected by the situation under CMAT. He reiterated that efforts are being made for development of Manipur University of Culture. The minister revealed that Art and Culture Department is planning to organize a cultural festival showcasing traditions and cultures of various communities in the state. The proposed festival is planned to be held at Samuro once the law and order situation in the state improves.
Festival of the culture of the Manipur Haiga is a Makata with Madugi Matam, Mari Mani, Mari, my culture, Mari Mani, to Toman, how to 10 days it of the I'm highly personally, Father getting high of the same way, or one get the some of the money of the Hansa. I know it's quite a matter James of Pussy, Mapam step culture you mean Mangatara and Paul the Roll of Mapam, which he talks in Highland Madula, London step Amatu will be Wakalo and have a team that our Madu Wakalo the Tana. Madukara from the Hamilton, Mushina Matanda, Amatu Wakala Matam, the Pilmani of
Taking part in the event, Mayang Imphal MLA Khongkam Robindro stressed the need to create greater awareness among the younger generation regarding the state's rich art and cultural heritage. He called for preservation of age-old traditions and emphasized the importance of understanding one's roots and promoting mutual support to strengthen love and brotherhood among communities. Vice Chancellor of Manipur University of Culture, Professor Paunam Gunindro, Art and Culture Director Pukrambam Bilash, along with renowned gurus and artists, attended the program.
ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯀꯔꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨ ꯈꯪꯍꯟꯕ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯥꯔꯠ ꯑꯦꯟ ꯀꯜꯆꯔꯗ ꯉꯥꯎꯖꯕ ꯑꯍꯟꯗꯒꯤ ꯅꯍꯥꯗꯒꯤ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯤ ꯇꯧꯕꯇꯕꯨ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯄ ꯄꯣꯔꯛꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯑꯣꯟꯕ ꯄꯣꯔꯛꯄ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯤꯑꯣꯏ ꯈꯔꯅꯗꯤ ꯉꯝꯃꯣꯏꯕ ꯄꯨꯂꯞ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯟꯒꯗꯕ ꯅꯣꯡꯃꯒꯤ ꯈꯔ ꯄꯨꯟꯁꯤꯜꯂꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯍꯣꯡꯕ ꯄꯣꯔꯛꯄꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯄꯨꯂꯞꯅ ꯄꯣꯔꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯊꯨꯅ ꯄꯣꯔꯛꯄ ꯉꯝꯒꯅꯦꯕ.
3-day national seminar on the adoption and implementation of traditional knowledge in safeguarding nature commences today. The national seminar is being jointly organized by Eco Chapter, Science Club, Khongnang Thaba University and Directorate of Environment and Climate Change at the University Conference Hall. Speaking at the inauguration of the 3-day national conference being carried out on the theme Environmental Sustainability and Traditional Knowledge System in Northeast India, Practices, Challenges and Prospects, Directorate of Environment and Climate Change Director Dr. T. Brajakumar noted that holding discourses on adoption and integration of traditional knowledge to safeguard nature and environmental balance remain crucial. He noted that the Directorate is extending assistance to research scholars for research in the field adding that consultation with policymakers are also being done to implement the findings in this research works in the state policy. He also appealed to the broader public to work collectively for the future generations. University faculty, officials, resource persons and students attended the program.
The traditional knowledge, of course, we have to understand and we have to document it very well. If we not do this practically, I think the sustainability question will not come to the game. So by recognizing all this traditional knowledge, where it happens since long way, but used by the ancestors, we can bring it and we can blend it with our modern knowledge. This philosophy is very important to bring the sustainability of the environment system. And let's try to work together, and very fortunately we have already extended green education program to all the university teachers and college teachers so that we can make a very strong network with the researchers, with our executives.
Jiri Development Organization JDO today observed its 28th Foundation Day with a function held at the hall of Jiri Imam Merapaibi Apunba Loop in Jiribam district. Social worker Ann Buddha Chandra and JDO President E. Diwan graced the program. Leaders of Merapaibi groups, civil society organizations and student bodies were also present at the event. During the program, resource persons shared their views on ways to strengthen Jiribam's district economy and stressed the need for collective efforts to achieve food sufficiency in the region. As part of the observance, attendees observed a few minutes of silence in honor of departed JDO office bearers and those who have lost their life in various movements. Personnel of the 2nd Manipur Rifles 2006 batch today extended financial assistance to the family of late Ahong Sangba Bam Asokchan, who reportedly passed away due to illness while serving in Ukrul district. A team representing the 2006 batch personally visited the deceased personnel's residence at Khongban Zone 2 and handed over the financial support to the bereaved family. Speaking on the sidelines, MR personnel Sapam Jimmy said the initiative was taken to provide support to batchmates and their families during times of illness, hardship and bereavement. He further assured that the 2006 batch team would continue extending possible assistance to the surviving family members, especially the children of late Asokchan. A poetry book titled Heina Natung Ilake, written by late poet Rajkumari Thoibisana, was released today at DIPR Auditorium, Nityaipak Chutek, Imphal. Professor of Manipuri Department of Manipur University Koijam Shanti Bala and Lemarol Korje Kul Lekol Imphal President Tokchom Ongbi Shubaba Dani graced the event. During the event, Pravabadi College Professor Maya Nepram and writer storyteller Nongthombam Biswajit spoke on the literary significance of the book. Floral tributes were also paid to the photograph of late Rajkumari Thoibisana, followed by a 1-minute silence as a mark of respect. World Menstrual Hygiene Day was observed today under the theme Together for a Period-Friendly World at RM School, Kwaketel, Hainau Khong, Nembi. The program was organized by Lions Club of Imphal Golden Pride in association with Gyne Oncology Unit of Obstetrics and Gynecology Department, Jenims and RM School. RM School Principal Khwairakpam Hillary, Lions Club of Imphal Golden Pride General Secretary Ranjita Lema Pokpam, and oncologist Dr. Helen Kamai of Gynecology Department, Jenims, attended the event as resource persons and raised awareness on menstrual health and hygiene among students. Sanitary pads were also distributed to girl students of the school.
Menstrual lakpa matamda akoina nungaitaba mayam ama phawi haksang nungaitaba pok nungaitaba haidokpadi nungaitaba aduna angang mayam singsida ngasi akoina fazana educate tau taragadi tungi future oirakadoba society sibu nupina habidi family ma run tauba society ma run tauba da nupina important oiba role ama lobani na nupi sing se koina personal hygiene fazana maintain tauba menstrual hygiene fazana tau taragadi maki tungda lakadoriba nupina nagan balaina female reproductive infection adagi dishigi infertility mayam sing sidagi ngakthokpa ngamnabagi damakta koina awareness program asi pijaban.
District Health Mission Society Imphal West today held a program on World Menstrual Hygiene Day 2026 under the theme Spirit Friendly World. The program was carried out at Community Health Center Awang Sekmai. District Health Mission Society Imphal West Chairman and Imphal West District Deputy Commissioner Mayang Lambam Rajkumar, Imphal West District Chief Medical Officer Dr. N.G. Dayapati, District's Family Welfare Officer Imphal West Dr. Y. Keshorjit and CHC Awang Sekmai Senior Medical Officer Dr. K.H. Bijoy, among others, were present at the event. One-day legal sensitization program on duties of reporting offences under the POCSO Act 2012 was conducted today at Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya in Aimol Kulen, Technopal District. The program was held as part of Surakshit Bachpan Surakshit Bhavishya awareness campaign under NALSA's Jagriti Scheme 2025. Manipur State Legal Services Authority panel advocate Khetrimayum Saran Kumar participated in the program as resource person. National Testing Agency has released revised examination dates and admit cards for Common University Entrance Test Undergraduate 2026 examinations. According to NTA, the examinations will now be conducted on May 31 and June 6 and 7. The examination earlier scheduled for today was postponed due to Eid-ul-Azha observance. NTA stated that admit cards for candidates appearing in the examination on May 31 have already been released and can be downloaded from the official website of NTA, cuet.nta.nic.in. The agency further informed that admit cards for candidates appearing on June 6 and 7 will be released shortly. Bagrid, also known as Eid-ul-Adha, one of the major festivals of Islam, was celebrated across Manipur today with religious devotion and enthusiasm, mainly by the Meitei Pangal community. From early morning, devotees gathered at mosques and idgahs across the state to offer special prayers. The festival commemorates the sacrifice and devotion of Prophet Ibrahim, revered as the father of prophets, who was willing to sacrifice his son in obedience to God's command. Following the prayers, the traditional ritual of halal sacrifice was performed in accordance with Islamic teachings. Meat from the sacrifice was shared among relatives, neighbors, and the needy, while assistance in the form of food and financial support was also extended to underprivileged families. On the occasion, members of the Meitei Pangal community conveyed greetings and appealed for peace, harmony, and communal unity in Manipur. In connection with the observance of Eid-ul-Zuha, one of the most significant festivals of Islam, special namaz prayers were offered today at the Idgah ground at Mayang Imphal Bengun, organized by Edika Committee, praying for peace and harmony in Manipur. Speaking on the occasion, Manipur Meitei Pangal Welfare Organization Vice President Chesham Achauba said participation of people from different communities in one another's religious festival reflects the spirit of love, unity, and coexistence among 36 indigenous communities of the state. He appealed to both center and state to bring a lasting solution to the ongoing crisis and restore peace and communal harmony in Manipur.
ngasi iramdam masida tholiba tangdu leita da mayam ase khoi santi hanjalakpo oirasanu haina akhoi mayam puna amatoina khoi allah mapu mahak unda sa khoi gi oiba kana dai dua tawjare am mayam puna ngona sa khoi dua tawbiu amadi kanglup amagi lining musi kai kumnabiu aduga kanglup amag hena nungsi sana lebina bagi damakta india government amadi manipur government asu ngasi iramdam masida thoiba tangdu leita da ba aidi santi leitriba ngasi future gi anaha ke amana ngasi di pokthorpada mai masing tambagi future da ai adu oige ai leba ke adu ba kathong ge adu wakhal khanda bida makot khulai पाइनिंग बगी वखलो लाइबा मसिगुम समस्या मैम सिंह से इंडिया गवर्नमेंट अमदी मणिपुर गवर्नमेंट अथु मतम दे कोई कोखन बियु इरम दमस शांति लेहन बियु हाइबो अफम अदु
In the ongoing third Komdram Ongbi Hijam Mema Devi Memorial T20 Veteran Cricket Tournament organized by Manipur Veteran Cricket Association, YCC Wangkai and BSC Team A Brahmapur emerged as victorious in today's league matches played at Langtabal Public Ground. YCC Wangkai defeated YUCC Kwakaitil Moirangpuril by 16 runs in the 33rd match, while BSC Team A Brahmapur secured 8-wicket win over LCCC's Lilong Chajing in the 34th match. The next two leagues matches will be played tomorrow. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Khodang, a Kuki Zo village bordering Churachandpur, Kakching and Bishnupur districts become first Kuki Zo village to witness the return of residents displaced by ongoing conflict that erupted on May 3, 2023. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchan holds closed-door meeting in Makhan village with 12 released Naga civilians, including a 2-year-old child who were earlier held hostage allegedly by Kuki militants. Freed women decry failure to trace missing Naga man. Federation of Haumi holds Indigenous Peoples Meet with participation of 25 indigenous communities of Manipur calling for unity and protection of Manipur. Participants burned photos of ZRO ZRA President Thanglinpao Gaite and KNA KNO President C.S. Haukip. 28 Merapaibi Nubin Merapaibi members accuse Government of India of trying to divide Manipur through divide and rule and communal politics. AMSU observed 37 Students' Emancipation Day in memory of student activists Haubijam Ibohol, Urikinbam Kelen and Kumam Sharat, who lost their lives during students' movements of 1973 and 1979 demanding students' rights. Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalar presents 16th Manipur State Film Awards 2024. Renowned makeup artist and art director Ngangbam Swarnajit honored with MSFD's Lifetime Achievement Award. National Testing Agency releases revised examination dates for Common University Entrance Test Undergraduate 2026 examinations. Examinations will now be conducted on May 31 and June 6 and 7. And Meitei Pangal community celebrates Bagrid, also known as Eid ul-Adha, one of the major festivals of Islam, with religious devotion and enthusiasm. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Lana Thoram, Malem Taibang Pan Asida Kwai Kwai Gi Irak the Tinbiramba, Aigi Ipuroiba,